This is it's monumental.
Mom, you're the first ever guest on Two in the Stink podcast. Yeah, you're on.
Oh, hi.
You had to hold the microphone up to your mouth.
Go ahead and do the intro. Rob.
This is how you.
Hi.
When you talk, your lips have to touch the microphone every time you talk. Okay?
I have to touch.
Don't deep throat the microphone. Welcome everybody.
Hello.
All right, you did a great job. Welcome everybody to Two in the Stink podcast. Our first ever guest, Betty Jo. This is my mom. We did an episode last week and the audio got all muffed up. I can't cuss. My mom's here. The audio got all muffed up.
You cuss all the time in front of me.
I know this
you
podcast.
Called her a bitch whore 2 seconds ago.
I did not.
And sometimes you say, "What the f, mom?" He says the whole word.
Bobby's a potty mouth little bitch.
I might have.
We last episode we tried to do the audio got all screwed up. So we're back. And we're better than ever with Betty Jo. We were going to make this a Patreon episode, but we said, you know what? This is too good. We can't put Mom behind a paywall.
What does Patreon mean?
I mean, that's
for the people that pay for this.
I'm not worthy of being paid for?
You are worthy of being paid for. We want everybody to listen to you. We want you to be...
Well, maybe I'll get paid for more.
Stop trying to deep throat the mic, Mom. Mom's fucking deep throating the mic.
It's a party.
I had a procedure done today.
Do you want me to turn you up a little bit? You talk like a mouse.
I had a procedure done today.
Okay. Do you think she's good? Do you want me to turn her up a little bit?
She's great.
Okay.
I have a little bit of muscle relaxer right now.
And Budweiser.
And I have a Tylenol because I'm drinking a beer, so I am not going to have a pain pill. But, yeah, so anyway.
Mom, what happened to your hip? You had to get a shot in your hip.
This is my fifth one. I haven't been able to walk for a week or sit, so today's a good day. I have a tear in my hip, but you guys don't want to hear that. Let's talk about
Jim, she went to go show Jim. She went to go show you where the fucking shot was. She like flashed her whole crotch to you.
You know what? You gotta stop asking me to do yoga in front of you, okay?
Listen. I like to watch.
Well,
what can I say?
But you see what happens?
I'm a peeper. I don't know what to do.
You're like, I also like peeps.
Yeah.
Like peeper, peeps.
Peeps, peeping.
But I thought you meant Easter peeps. That's why I bought you the Easter peeps. I didn't know that you meant the other type of peeps.
Listen, I'll drill a hole in the wall if you fucking let me.
Okay.
This is our new temporary studio. When we have guests, we're going to be here. When it's just me and Jim, we're going to be back on the couch, the smaller couch. But
yes, because we need to utilize that.
This is
space.
This is Bobby Studios right now.
Yeah. How's it feel, Mom, to be the very first guest on Two in the Stink?
I am very excited and honored. And yeah, I think this is how it should be. I wanted to do like Sharpie tattooing tonight.
What was that? What's that?
But tattoo each other with Sharpies.
Okay. But, Mom's like, I've been itching to draw a swastika for a while now.
No.
Figured I'd do it on my baby boy.
No, but the next time I'm invited, we're doing face painting.
Face painting.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. We could do that.
Yeah.
Face painting. What do you, she's like butterflies.
When I was 5, I went to Linvilla Orchards and I got my face painted. And they were like, what do you want to be? And I was like, Darth Maul. And the lady was like... Fuck you. Fuck you. So she painted something on my face. She was like, yeah, it's Darth Maul.
It was like rainbows.
I'm a little kid. I can't see what they painted on my face.
What was it?
I was like a butterfly.
She's like, you're going to grow up to be gay.
You're Darth Maul.
Yeah.
I have a theme.
Yeah.
Ziggy Stardust.
Ziggy Stardust. That's your theme?
And Stardust. Aladdin scene. Yes.
Do you think David Bowie was having sex with men? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter, actually.
Love is love is love.
You know what? I think that, that did happen, but right. I think that...
Because I always felt he gave off bottom energy.
He just gave up so much energy.
Yeah.
In every way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did do it every way.
Oh, probably.
Hey, Mom, if you could fuck any dead celebrity, who would it be?
Bob Stan Sr.
Oh, okay. My dad?
Aww.
He's my only celebrity.
Jim, if you could fuck, would you fuck my dad too?
No.
If I could fuck any dead celebrity?
No. Hands off him, Jim. Hands off him.
I'm like, rah. I'm like, rah. I'm like cutting you out of all the pictures.
You know what he used to say? He used to say that.
I just want a big chubby monster to fucking tear up.
Well, he used to say that a guy would be like, that would be the answer to everything, because if you did have a relationship,
I was gonna put the microphone closer. There you go.
Anyway, he said it would be really cool to have a boyfriend in every way, because then they play sports with you, they go out and drink with you.
Yeah, but that's called a friend also.
Yeah,
right.
My dad was like, I understand what it's like to I get it. It'd be nice to be around a guy all the time, do like guy stuff, and like go out and drink. I can't.
That's a friend.
That's a friend. It's true. That was My dad's like, I get why the gays do it, but like, I couldn't, have sex.
yeah.
I know. It took a while for Robbie and I to have sex, but once we got over that threshold.
That's why we're so late to the podcast.
I kind of thought.
Yeah, no, because Jen listens to this. My sister, she asked me if I'm gay, and I'm not, dude. I love pussy. It's crazy.
All right, do we do a TMI?
I love pussy. I love my wife's
Bobby,
hot
stop.
pussy.
All right, I have to sit in front of his comedy and listen to this stuff, and all right, okay.
I'm just kidding. Sorry. That's what we talk about on this podcast. We talk about cum, right?
Hell yeah,
Give me
brother.
some. Hell yeah.
Where's your beer at? Cheers me.
I got. Oh yeah, here we go. Cheers,
Fucking,
mom.
We drank a bunch of
Cheers.
We drank a bunch of champagne at Jen's house. I was like, what if we all got naked?
Oh my God, that was a fun day.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yeah, that was.
Especially for Nelly.
Nelly
Oh
was like,
yeah.
Whoa.
Nelly?
Oh yeah, mom. We told So we told the story about how you hit that weed pen and you
that was terrible.
threw up after you had,
Oh my
you had
God.
champagne. And then
No,
Ellie,
actually, you skipped. So what happened was I did do that, and then I went outside, right, like not many steps from where I.
God, you have the voice of an angel. It's so cute hearing you talk about how you got sick.
Anyway, so this is So I took a.
She's
big,
like, and then Jesus came.
I took a big. Don't
then
do
Moses.
that.
I'm not. I know.
Okay. So anyway, yes, we love.
You should
Jesus.
do the audiobook for Bibles. It's
and
insane.
I do, and I'm actually going to say some prayers before we close out tonight. I got permission from Jim.
Yeah.
He said I can do whatever I want. Anyway,
That's true. This is your episode.
This is your
that's
episode.
why I love you.
Yep. And
Anyway.
me now.
And Rob,
So
you
anyway,
love Rob too.
I do, but sometimes you say no to me when I come up with awesome ideas. I do.
That's true. My mom was like, they should make an app where comedians can share clips of them doing stand-up and post it online. I was like, that's stupid. And then Instagram was like, Reels.
There you go. Anyhow, so I took a big drag. I say drag, but hit whatever you want to call it off of the pen.
Yeah. Took a big puff.
I did. It was like Anyway, and then I wanted a cigarette, but I don't smoke anymore. I just occasionally have one.
Nobody in the insurance company is going to listen. She's like, mom's like,
Anyway.
the insurance company asks I don't smoke cigarettes.
I
I'm
really
like,
don't.
Mom, we smoked a blunt on camera. You're good.
Okay, so anyway,
My mom's committing.
I did go outside to have a once in a lifetime cigarette because I took too much. I took too much of a drag of a
Because she doesn't smoke. Because she's a non-smoker on the insurance.
And I'm not a pot smoker either. I mean, people think I'll get to that story in a minute. So anyway, so I did, and I sat out on a step not far from where I took the hit next to Jim, and he kept saying, "Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it."
Yeah,
and I did it. And this was after lots of champagne, and I'm also not a drinker.
Budweiser. You're drinking Bud Heavy. You're a champ.
I'm not, but I can drink beer, but I can't drink wine. I can't drink champagne. I can't drink liquor.
You can. You're just not good at it.
No, I'm not good at it at all. So anyway, so I was doing what I was not good at. And I sat on the step, and I remember lighting my cigarette, and I'm like, oh, my God. How am I going to get back in this house? Now, it was not a difficult task. The door was right there. The knob was right there, but I couldn't figure out how to reach the knob. And I finally did, and I had to ask for help. Did you drag me in? I can't remember.
Me and Jen, we firemen carried you into the house.
And sat me in a chair, right?
Yeah, we laid you on the ground because you couldn't move.
Oh, okay. And I spent...
You were like a rug.
I spent... all I remember is I did get sick, and then they got pizza, And I remember I ate
The
a
That
hand.
was the best.
I ate a
She
piece.
was laying on the floor, and there was a slice of pizza on a plate, and she reached up from the ground and was feeling around on the table for it. That was so funny.
And then my sister's dog tried to eat your vomit. She was like,
Oh, did she
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
I didn't know that.
"Oh yeah, she did." Nellie was like,
Tried.
Nellie was like, "Look, I hate to do this, but I've got to eat that vomit."
Oh, I didn't
Nellie
know
was
that.
like, everyone's partying but me, it seems.
Oh God, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But then
Nellie ate your vomit.
Well,
That's why she's addicted to Marlboro Blacks now.
Oh, shit. And
Yeah.
so I
My dog's smoking.
I slept under that table for 8 hours that
Yeah.
night. Yeah.
We were like, somebody's got to put Mom to bed.
Yeah, well, I was good where I was. Jen didn't want me to get sick in her bed or lose control of my bowels or anything else because I wasn't good.
Mom
anyway.
hits the blunt. She's like, "I need to shit my pants."
Oh God,
What if I shit my pants?
that would not be good, huh? So
No.
yeah, but it was fun. We were celebrating
The Bobby Boy special.
the Bobby Boy.
Tell everybody how funny it is, and
It's everybody should watch Bobby Boy special on YouTube. We got Jim and Gray and Bobby, and it is fabulous. And he needs to start saying, "This show, I want to say, hey mom, I love you." He
Oh.
never does that.
I have a shirt that says "Hi Mom," and I wear it every time I go on people's podcasts
and
because
then
I want you to know.
and then it says bye Bob, bye mom.
Bye,
anyway,
Mom.
but he needs to start saying, like
Yeah.
you know how athletic people do, like, "Hey mom, I love you, mom." I don't get that.
Yeah, like
Hey, Mom, I
athletic
love you,
people.
Mom. I'm doing it right
Yeah,
now.
like
Look.
athletic people.
Athletic people, I'm fast, so it's,
Yeah,
I can do it.
You need to, yeah, that would touch my heart.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, I'm
'Cause
gonna
I
start
wait
doing
for
that
it once in a
at
while.
the end of every set. I'm gonna start saying, "I love you, Mom."
Yeah, or something stupid that means I love you, mom. Like a secret code, like 301.
Secret code.
301.
301. I'm like, yo,
301,
I'm
that
out
means I
here.
love you, Mom.
301. They're like, what?
Well, I think that means I love you in a text message, don't it?
I don't think it does.
Oh, okay.
301.
301.
Is that what you've been
Oh,
sending
you
people?
know what you can do? You can say 916, mom,
No. Oh, okay, because it's your anniversary.
and you love me.
All right.
There you go.
Jim, what's our code for "I love you"?
Meatballs. I get done a set. I'm like, Rob's in the crowd. Meatballs.
And sometimes there's spicy meatballs, right?
Sweaty meatballs.
Oh, I love that with Saturday Night Live, the sweaty
Yeah,
meatballs.
sweaty balls.
Sweaty
yeah, Pete
balls.
Sweaty.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Mom, do you have any questions for us before we ask you any questions?
Ask me first. Ask me first.
I got
Jim
one
has too
for
many
you.
questions.
Why don't
Well-
you share with the people Bobby's birth story?
Oh, I knew this was coming.
Which part of it? Like how he was conceived?
The whole fabricated part.
Well,
of
he was
it.
conceived in the
'Cause
shower.
I have my own. I have my own idea of how it went down.
He was conceived in a shower, and then me and his dad started calling him Bubble as a nickname because it was actually like a bubble bath.
It's actually one of the first jokes I wrote. Is
Yes.
based off of that.
It was
It's
a true
funny.
story. And then when he was born, so then when we told his sisters, so you see here, his oldest sister was 16 years old.
Let's start from the
and-
beginning.
and
When
his-
I was born.
and his younger sister was 14. And so it was quite a surprise that I was having a baby. We didn't know. And so
Just
when
giving the whole life story,
his
huh?
dad came home from work, I said, I have something to tell you. And he said, well, I have something to tell you too. I had a really bad night at work. I said, well, I'll hear your story first. So then he told me about his bad night at work. And then I showed him my pregnancy test thing that had the blue line. And I said, well, this is what I have to tell you. And he's like, nuh-uh. I'm like, uh-huh. I said, yep. Because you see, I was 18 when our first baby was born. My husband was 20. So we thought, well, by the time our girls got to be teenagers and me and him could start living the young life that we missed out on because we
We're
had
not
kids.
even at my birth story yet.
So then here comes this little gift. And he is.
Thanks, Mom.
He's my baby. And
Thanks.
so...
Now you say nice things about me, Jim.
So anyway, Jim, to answer your question, he was conceived in the bathtub, and we were quite surprised that we were having him. And then I had a test done telling me, oh God, I don't look so good.
You look great.
That we were having a boy. And so I left my job early, and I drove to his dad's job, and I said, guess what? You're having a boy. And his dad just went insane because he always wanted a boy. And he
Nice.
got his boy. So then I
Here I
went into
am.
labor. I had an epidural block. And so this is the birth part that you asked me about. And he was born with the cord wrapped around his neck.
Ugh.
And he was blue.
Every annoying kid was born that way.
And he wasn't breathing. And the doctor was very concerned, but then he let out a really good cry, yeah.
Nice.
And he was 8 pounds, 10 ounces.
Whoa, I was 4 pounds.
Yeah, you told me you
My
were
mother,
preemie.
My mother smoked hard. She tried to smoke me out of there.
Jim, what did you think my birth story was going to be?
I've been telling people that he was Jan's baby.
Oh, okay.
And you were too nice to let her raise him.
No, you know what? We used to tell people that because
Conspiracy.
we
My
did
sister
because-
Jan.
I also tell people.
because he looks just like his sister Jennifer. So we would tell people that we sent her away to have the baby, and that we raised him because she was only 16.
I know that's real.
Yes.
Oh, I know that's real. I see the way she looked at him.
I think there was a time that your dad told you that you were really Jen's and you believed it, and I was so mad at him for that. But anyway, no, he is mine.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
here. Nice.
Yes.
I'm mom's. I came out of that.
Yes.
She showed it to you today.
That's a good story.
Tore me up though, that big head. Oh my God! Let me tell you, many stitches.
If I have
were
to
involved.
hear my mom say "tore me up that big head," I'm gonna lose my mind.
Many stitches were involved.
My porn search.
Tore up, big head.
Yes, but it was worth it
Yeah.
because you're beautiful.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. You too,
He
Mom.
is beautiful. His gay friends tell him all the time that he's beautiful.
Yeah, it's another thing. Jen thinks I'm gay because I
I-
got gay friends. Do
That-
you think I'm gay, Mom?
I don't even think. You know what? I don't think about that kind
She's
of
like-
stuff.
she's like, let me-
It doesn't matter.
You know what? It doesn't. It doesn't. And I don't think like that. Just
Yeah.
like like people. I'll tell you funny. It's not funny, but
So I'm hitting this
I-
faggot with a broom.
no. I had. This is just how I was. This is how I have always been. I was very blessed in my life. I was born in 1960.
Mm-hmm.
And during that time, there was still a lot of segregation going
No.
on, and that kind of thing. And I was brought up with really good parents that taught me that you treat people for who they are, what they are, not the color of their skin, not their
Hallelujah.
religion. Seriously, and that you accept people. And I was very blessed to be brought up, especially during that time. So I have never, ever, ever, and I can say this, think about things that other people think about. Like I had surgery on my foot,
Now we're getting somewhere.
and
Now we're getting to somewhere.
I had a doctor, and his name was Dr.
Where's the story going?
His name was Dr. Goldstein.
And
God
he was
bless him.
gay.
Yeah, his name
And
is
he
Dr.
was the
Blowjob.
best. You guys take this to such a level. Anyway, I had to go back and get a follow up, and it was around Christmas time. So I said, Dr. Goldstein, what are you doing at Christmas? And he said, well, we're going to take my son skiing and in the Poconos.
What a funny sentence.
And I
Dr.
said to him,
Goldstein,
I
Dr.
said,
Goldstein for Christmas.
And I
Take
said-
no
My-
planning my
I said, Dr. Goldstein, your son
I got
doesn't
that.
mind going away for Christmas. I said, my kids would have a fit if we went someplace.
This is
at
a long
Christmas."
story just to say I'm not homophobic.
And then he said to me, he said, Betty, I'm Jewish. And I'm like,
oh, there we go.
oh. And he said, don't you understand Goldstein? And I'm like, I never think of that. I
Oh,
if there's
so you went
like,
from gay? You talking about?
I'm just saying,
we asked you to defend gay people, and you're like,
She's
let me tell you about the
gays and
Jews.
Take them or leave them. Honestly, can I just get my footwork done?
My point is, I never thought about last names being a
Or like-
culture. I never look at people I don't
I was
care.
like, Mom.
I don't care.
I said-
I love.
I said, Mom, do you think I'm gay? She's like, let me tell you about my Jewish doctor.
Yeah, but do you understand what
I
I'm
get
trying
it.
to say?
I get
Do you
it,
get
yeah.
it? Like I don't think that way.
So you accept the gay culture?
I love gay people.
Nice. Hey Jim, tell her the story about the time you snorted cocaine off a guy's dick.
I don't want to TMI. Like
No, come on, Mom. If you don't listen to the story, you're homophobic.
Ready? Which time?
is that
You know.
is that a thing?
That is it's not like a thing, but it's a thing I do because I have mommy issues.
Oh, well, I don't get that. With cocaine and doing that.
I'm a thrill seeker.
Oh, you like
I didn't get enough hugs, so I do crazy stuff.
really?
Yeah.
Is that considered crazy, or is that like something you do?
I think it's a little out there.
Maybe you need a hug from Betty Joe right now.
Oh, he gets all.
I get plenty
he
of
knows
hugs.
I love him.
Oh.
I'm getting his initials tattooed this summer, by
true.
the way. And
Mom,
he's
didn't you
getting
do
mine.
cocaine by accident one time?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you got dosed?
Two times.
Two
Oh,
times?
The first time your
two or three
dad had a
times.
fabulous night that night.
I'm sure he
Ooh,
did.
I went home and he was like, "Oh my god." It made me
Look,
do
this
things.
broad's on coke.
It made me do things I never thought I would do.
Ew. Jim, is that what cocaine does to you, Jim? Do you do
does.
things?
Cocaine's like,
does do
no,
that.
I'm okay with that.
It does do that.
No, I'm okay with that. And he's like, you mind if my iguana gets involved in the lovemaking tonight? And I'm like, sure.
The more the merrier.
He breaks his tail off in my ass. I'm just walking around with an iguana tail in my ass. All right.
That's kind of prickly, isn't it?
I told
It is.
my mom how you did cocaine in our basement, and she goes, "Oh, Jim." She goes, "Oh, Jim, did you do any, Bobby?"
I
You
had a
do have
guy
to be
over my
careful with it.
house.
I hope you don't do a lot of
I have a-
that.
I have
It's
a
very
fa-
dangerous.
I had a fentanyl test kit.
What's that got to do with anything?
It makes it so.
I'm just making sure that I'm not putting like that lethal shit in me.
Yeah, but that's not the. Even if you didn't have that, I'm going to give you a lecture right now.
Okay.
Jim, Saturday Night Live.
Saturday night.
Jim
what?
Belushi.
Jim Belushi.
John
Okay, there,
Belushi.
John Belushi, and there's another.
Chris Farley.
Yes,
Farley.
okay.
John Candy.
She's like, you look an awful lot like him.
No,
Be careful.
no, and
Turns out every funny fat
Pryor.
person dies.
No. Okay, all right. Pryor. What's his first
Richard
name?
Pryor.
Yeah, I had a stroke, so sometimes I can't remember names. Richard Pryor. Okay, so I'm just saying it is a very.
It is addictive.
So I'm not talking about addiction. I'm talking about death.
Death.
All
Yeah.
right.
If
All
you
right.
die, then we don't have a podcast.
I haven't done it since then.
I'm not kidding. You better watch it.
Better watch it, mister.
Listen, I had this guy over my house, and we were having a good time.
Go details.
And
Once in a
Joe's
while.
here.
And he ended up leaving a bag of the good stuff at my house. And I was like, whoa, here's my new personality for the next 8 weeks. That's cool.
And it was wonderful, right?
It was great. I was
Yes.
industrious. I was literally like, I built like a factory in my house.
I bet. Why didn't you share with me?
Listen, I was forcing Bobby to
Could
do
you
it.
imagine me on cocaine?
I was forcing Bobby to do a bunch of it. And he was acting crazy.
Yeah, I had a whole business plan.
Just one time, though, right?
I've never
I'm
done
just kidding.
cocaine.
I would never.
It's not. It's
Jim's like,
Bobby was like, I think I want some. I was like, you can't.
there. Thank
It's
you.
for cool kids.
I started hanging. Look, I started hanging out with Jim. I don't have a job now. Like I started doing cocaine.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, so we covered.
We
Okay.
covered cocaine.
We covered your birth.
Jim being gay.
How do you feel like music is a big part of my life? Like whenever I'm by myself, I'm just like listening to music, trying to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
How big is music to you?
Huge, like 95%.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 100. Yes.
So do you think do you
Yes.
think David Bowie and Mick Jagger were having sex with each other?
I think they probably did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they yeah.
I think they just messed
I
around
think
at
I
a
think
party.
I think all
At a
those
party.
British stars. I think they all tongue kissed.
Yeah.
But
Hello.
I think there was just like huge parties, and that's just
I
what
think you
happened.
just did what you did. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody kept.
And it was at a
receipts.
time of free love.
That was a
gotta
big
remember
thing.
that.
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
the message of the world at the time. Is
Yes,
love
it
is
was.
love.
Yeah. But I can honestly say,
But we're at a part we're at like almost it's almost like problematic the way we are now because now it's like I'll meet up with somebody and they want you to do a lot of stuff like right off the bat.
now, can I comment on that?
Go ahead.
I'm old school. I'm 63.
Don't look a
And
day over 38.
God bless you. I love you, but you're so full of shit. Anyway. I can't say that.
You can
right?
say whatever you want, Mom.
Oh, okay.
Again, this is like
You can
this
say-
is like HBO. You can literally
Yeah, you can
Okay.
say whatever. You can say
So-
shit, piss,
Yeah,
fuck, cunt, cocksucker,
all right,
motherfucker,
I don't like the C
tits,
word. I don't-
fart,
come on.
turd,
All right, I,
and twat. Those are
no,
that's
no,
a
no, not tonight. There's
I'm saying
the T and the
that's
C.
a George Carlin.
We can leave the
bit.
T and C.
The 7 words you can't say.
Okay. So anyway,
It's also a Blink-182 song.
so we're talking about free love and people. Anyway, I am old school. Okay,
Yeah.
I do not believe in. I'm talking more for women, and
I
that's
don't
such
believe in gays.
It's such a double standard. Like men that I don't hold the standard to men because I guess I was brought up in a generation that was expected the men were going to try to have sex with you.
Yeah.
But you, as a woman, as a girl, you were supposed to say no. And I only ever had one boyfriend in my 15 years old, and it was my husband. And I was afraid to be alone with him for a long time. So I brought my sister-in-law and my little sister with me because I really wanted to wait till I was married to have sex. But it didn't turn out that way, and then it was because I did like it. But anyway,
Dad had a nice hog.
Anyway, well, that's another story. So anyway,
I think Rob's favorite story.
I think
I'm like, tell me more about it.
I think there's something to be said that if you really want a serious relationship and you really like the person, I think sometimes if you hold off on the big stuff, it helps your relationship.
True. I agree.
Hand
with
jobs
that.
only.
No, I agree with that.
I didn't even do that.
I agree with that.
Mom, you skipped hand jobs?
Oh my
You went
God.
straight to...
Well, first of all, in my opinion, hand jobs are the worst because you could do that. I could do that to myself and do it better and have it done with. I could be out the door in 10 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yes. But I think, I'm just not into the, I'm not ever going to be understanding of like.
Hookups.
Yeah.
Jim's going to fuck a guy on...
But for a guy, though, I'm not weird. For a girl, I would be like, oh, you're doing that. But for a guy, I'm like, good for you.
Jim's like, good for you.
You know?
She's like,
isn't that
good for
weird?
you,
It's
Jim.
such a double standard, isn't it?
Yeah, there is. There
It
is.
is.
Because women are supposed to, they're supposed to put it behind a locked door.
And it used to
Yeah.
be.
And guys, it's like we blow each other to say what's up.
And you know what? Let me
That's how
ask
we
you
do it.
guys something. Now today, it's not like, so if you found out a girl or a guy slept with a bunch of people before you met them, it wouldn't be an issue to you, would it? But
No.
in my generation, it was.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Body
one of the
count.
things
well,
your
people
dad-
talk. See that
It was.
it's like yes and no because people do talk about people's body counts, like quote unquote, a lot now, and it's just like personally, it doesn't mean anything unless you're bringing something to the table.
Right,
Unless you're
right,
bringing
right.
some extracurriculars.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I picked up this nasty little stretch of bumps.
That's
from-
what... You know what?
Yeah.
You know what sucks about being like doing hookups and stuff? Like, it has to... wearing...
What, married guy?
wearing condoms. That's no fun.
Yeah.
Right, Mom? Don't condoms suck? Did you? Was there like a big difference when you and Dad, like?
So
well, I don't know if it's different for women.
So when we would do that, it was only for like experimental. We never used condoms. In fact, it was amazing
Oh, that's what. Okay.
that I
God.
didn't get pregnant before I did. We dated 2.5 years when I got pregnant, and then had to get. Well, didn't have to get married. We were going to get married anyway, but I didn't even go on birth. You know how I got pregnant with Bobby? Do you know that I was on birth control for the first time in my life?
And I was like, mm-mm.
And
I was like,
The shower water was like, damn, we hot in here.
and well, this is So then at
Turns
that
out if the
time,
water's bitching
but I was
hot,
in my
birth control
30s.
doesn't exist.
I forget how old I was when you were born, but I was in my 30s, and they said. Then it was like I read this literature that when you take birth control and you're in your 30s, you're at high risk for blood clots,
So you
blah blah
stopped
blah.
taking it?
And I was like, oh, I'm not going to take this, and boom, there you are.
nice. So
Anyway,
I have a cousin that is a post vasectomy child.
Really,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
he was she found out she was pregnant like a day or two after the vasectomy.
Oh my God!
Wow.
And they kept him.
And he could do it 2
And
days
he was at
after?
Bobby Boy. He came to see Bobby
Really?
live.
Will you
Came to-
introduce me to him the next time?
I will.
do I know?
Here, I have my family turned out for the show.
Yeah.
but
You got a
but we're
great
not,
family.
Like, we're not like extremely close.
Jim's mom
Yeah.
and dad, you are awesome, and
Yeah.
you have an awesome son.
Jim's dad is the best.
You have an awesome family.
Oh, they love you guys too.
You really do, and that I don't say things I don't mean. So anyway, you asked me about music.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
music was always huge, and I am
We
absolutely.
ended up with we
We-
started
we
with
went
music
back-
and
we went
ended
back
up
to
with
me.
you not fucking with condoms.
Oh yeah. We'll get back to that real
Well,
quick.
that's
So
what I was
anyway, we
I
got
wear, I
we
wear
got the
condoms
ones.
because I'm trying to stay safe.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
you
you
need
have
to
to.
stay.
I'm trying to
But there's an
preserve myself.
advertisement on TV now that there's medication you can take that will keep you safe.
From AIDS.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's called.
It's called PrEP.
Okay. Well, anyway.
But even though it's effective, I still...
Well, no, that's a good thing. But we
because
used them.
it's a misconception that if you take PrEP, you don't have to wear protection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a common misconception.
Well, you see, I only needed protection from getting pregnant, right? But
I need protection from...
Yes, you
killed.
do. And I'm sorry. Yeah, but we got the kind with the little... They look like little spidery things on the outside.
Spidery things.
Yeah, like little rubber things that came... Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, like an IUD?
Condom.
Oh.
It had like little spidery things.
Oh, the ribbed ones?
I don't know. They had little like rubber things that would come. It looked like a daddy long-legger.
Wait, this is what Dad wore?
Well, when we played around.
He wore... Oh, I thought you said you didn't wear condoms.
No, we didn't. It was just like for something different to see, hey.
A cock ring?
No, it was a condom.
Okay, but a condom's a condom. That doesn't sound like a condom.
No, this was... No, maybe they don't sell them anymore. I don't know. But anyway.
It's like, what the...
It was a condom, but it was covered in spiders.
Your dad didn't like it.
I
So
guess,
that's why.
I guess it doesn't sound great.
wouldn't?
So,
Doesn't
right.
sound good.
I was saying, we're getting back to music. So...
Nah, music sucks. We just found out. Let's go back to talking about you getting raw dog by Dad.
Actually, music saved my life because before I met my husband, I was a really sad person because can I talk about sad stuff a little bit?
Okay, but then you have to say something funny after.
Okay, we will. That's a given. Anyhow,
All right, Jim, get ready.
So when I was 8, my dad passed
meatloaf.
away. So from the time I was 8 until I was 12, 13, 14, I was very sad and depressed. And so I turned my depression to music. And the first time I heard Ziggy Stardust, the song, I said, Bowie is going to be a legend. And that was in 1972, I believe.
Yeah.
And
Dolphins were undefeated that year.
I picked legends, and then everybody knew that that the Beatles were going to be a legend. I love John Lennon for what he stood for. I love his music.
Some people say that I look like John Lennon and the guy who shot him.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you look more like Lennon, not the guy that shot him, but you do look
Yeah.
like Lennon. But anyway, so to
I look like the guy
answer
that
your
shot him.
question, I love Pink Floyd. That
Oh,
is like,
yeah.
just takes you, oh my God. I love the Moody Blues.
Oh, my gosh.
And there's a band, everybody look it up, called Marmalade, and they were in the 60s, and they had some very
like-
decent songs.
I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm toast.
Yes, anyway, music is huge, and it also
It really
alters
is.
your emotions. Yes, it's a fabulous thing.
Every time I break it off with somebody, I listen to sad music.
I don't.
Sad boy
And
hours.
Do you?
it helps me get over it.
Really makes me sad. Why don't you?
But it helps me embrace that sadness.
Embrace it, yeah.
Yeah.
So I can get it over with.
Yeah, so you don't brush it under the rug. You deal
Yeah,
with it
I
and you
live,
move on.
I live in it, and then I move along.
I used to do that, but I can't. I don't listen to sad music anymore. I only can
Yeah.
listen to.
I like the Beatles.
I love the Beatles.
What's your
We
favorite
all the
Beatles
Beatles.
song?
Huh? Oh, do that.
We all the Beatles. It's me, Paul McCartney, or whatever.
He does such good.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, hang
so
on.
good.
I'm
Such
killing
good-
right now. Hang on. My mom loves it. Hello, it's me, the Beatles.
John.
let's.
Yeah, John.
It's John.
John's like, yeah,
it's me,
John.
John Lennon.
John.
What? Put the gun away.
Now we're presenting Cilla Black.
My fingers hurt.
I got blisters on me fingers. My mom loves impressions.
I did a good job.
What are you
raising
doing
him.
with that gun and catch her in the rye?
What's your favorite Beatles song?
Oh my God. There's so
Mine is "Woman is the." No, it's a John Lennon song.
that is yes.
I'm just kidding. That's
the end of the world.
yeah.
Don't say it. 'cause I don't
I'm
like that
duh.
word.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it, Mom.
No.
What's your Beatles song?
Okay, so
Go ahead.
Frank Sinatra said the greatest love song ever written was George Harrison's "Something," and it
That's
is
true.
true. It's an amazing song. So I love George Harrison's "Something." My favorite. There's so many, but I love all of Abbey Road. Every track on Abbey Road, of course, Sgt. Pepper, A Day in Life. I love John Lennon's "Woman." I can't really listen to that, but when it comes on the radio, my husband talks to me through the radio and music, so there are certain songs I know that he's saying to me, and that has a lot of meaning to me. And I love every single freaking David Bowie song that was ever written. Yes.
Nice.
How about you, Rob? You have a favorite Beatles song?
My favorite Beatles song. It's a good question for somebody who has a John Lennon tattoo and an Abbey Road tattoo. My favorite Beatles song. I like 8 Days a Week. I'd say it's my favorite.
Is that what we were going to dance to?
Yeah, but then we danced to Frank Sinatra instead.
Because you were lighting it up.
It fit the tune a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my wedding song.
What's your favorite Beatles song, Jim?
I would probably say "Baby, It's You."
Oh, okay.
Isn't that a good one?
Upbeat, fun. Yes.
La 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 la.
Okay,
la,
so
la,
now what is your
la.
favorite? So my favorite Paul McCartney, without him,
Solo.
would be how's it go? Shoot, wait a minute, give me a minute.
You gonna sing it?
Oh God, I can't. Ooh. Talk for a minute while I think about. Oh gosh, it's on my favorite.
What?
Rape.
Now that's funny.
Faggot, rape, murder.
Baby, I'm amazed in the way you love me all the time. Baby, I'm amazed at the way I really need you. Do, 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 do. Baby, I'm amazed at the way you help me sing my song.
Oh
You
God!
right me when I'm wrong.
Everybody,
Baby, I'm
hang on,
amazed
Mom.
at the way
Wait,
I
pause.
really
Baby,
need
I'm
you.
amazed.
Do, do, do.
I was gonna say, anybody in the car, roll your windows down. Let Mom. What cover is this?
I have a drum set my son bought me.
And how many times have you played it?
I've tried twice.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Taking up a lot of
Well, do
space.
you know what though?
What?
My leg is what made that.
Yeah.
When I had my stroke, yeah.
Yeah.
My leg was weak.
You did have a stroke. Jim didn't have a stroke, but he got Bell's palsy. Did you ever hear that story?
I have heard.
When you
Fucked
had
up shit.
when you had
Yeah.
droopy face,
I was
Yeah.
a droop dog.
you were funny as shit too.
You and Jennifer,
Jennifer had that.
yes.
Lyme
She
disease,
still
but she
does.
didn't.
I knew I
A
liked
little
her.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It never fully goes away. Like, people say that they don't see it, but I'm like, I see it.
Yeah.
I know that my smile's changed forever.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's a beautiful smile, so it did you justice. I love your Bell's palsy.
You should see his cock. I don't know.
I showed you my penis one time.
No.
Okay,
I've never seen any of my friends'
Did he-
penises.
did-
Lies.
Never.
Did Bobby?
You told me that you saw all of your friends' penises.
No, I've seen them in swim trunks.
You go,
Or at
Rob
the
goes,
urinal.
all of my friends have huge cocks.
Or
I'm
at the
like,
urinal.
no way.
At the urinal.
I was like, I fucking grinded up on all of them at the wedding, and none of them were packing.
My daughter, January, when she was like probably
Oh.
3 years old, she walked in the bathroom when her dad was peeing, and she ran out. She said, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, Daddy's peeing out his nose." I thought that was a funny story.
That's funny.
Okay.
And she's like, "That's where cocaine goes."
Oh God.
Mommy.
So did Bobby tell you about 2 weeks ago? Seriously, he serious question. He asked me. He said, "Mom, was Dad's penis? How big
What
was
was
it?
that? What
it
was?
big?
Yeah, that's why I asked
You
for
think?
that's.
You think I haven't heard about this? He
Yeah,
told
we
me
talked about it.
immediately.
We talked about it immediately.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
It was a quite shocking question, and then I had to think, and I thought,
Yeah, you pulled out a ruler and you like measured way too far.
I didn't pull it. You got
I
the
pulled.
ruler.
I got the ruler.
Yeah, Rob
because
got the
I had
ruler.
nothing to really. I had nothing to compare it. I don't know. Bob could have.
She's like, I don't know. How big is a beer bottle? Is that?
I did not say that.
Yeah. I don't know. How big's the stove?
Yeah. Okay. Some more questions. You guys are supposed to be interviewing.
No, we're just
me.
having a good time. We're just
yeah,
chatting.
we're just chatting.
It's just chat.
Okay.
We're just
well,
having a good
all
time.
right. So come up some questions.
Want some questions?
What do you want to? What do you?
Ow.
You okay? What happened?
Pain.
Oh yeah. You got a shit. You got a shot in your hip.
Do
What
you
was
want me
that?
to show it?
No, we don't want to see it, Mom, because then we have to turn the camera off.
It's not showing.
Yeah, no, Mom, we could see your whole thing when you
No, you
fucking.
can't.
Yeah, Mom, I promise. Please don't show your hip. Don't take your pants off. You showed it to Jim, and Jim comes up to me and goes, "Your mom just showed me her whole crotch."
I did not.
I was kidding.
I did not. I did not.
I was kidding.
She's like, your mom has a butterfly tattoo. That's
Like,
crazy.
it looks like when I'm laying out in the sun.
I know, Mom. Nobody wants to see it, but thank you for
Okay.
offering.
It's not a butterfly. It's a big patch.
I know, just kidding.
Okay. Anyway, all right.
Patchy.
Ask me questions.
Ask you a question. Okay. What's a secret that you've never told me? Tell me a fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What's a secret?
Fun secret?
A fun secret. Yeah.
What is something that Bobby has grown up
it
believing?
would have to probably be all about like sex stuff with your dad. So we had sex in the shed. We had sex on the washer and dryer downstairs. We had sex in Clayton Park many, many times. Your dad used to like to be outside on the deck.
He's like, I like when my balls are in the wind.
He did. Yeah, it was so
You
funny.
get your taters kissed.
Yeah. A secret about a personal secret about me. I would love to come up with something.
She's like, I can only think of sad things.
No. I.
You got nothing? She's like, she's
secret.
going through a list of them. She's like, no,
I don't.
no.
I really don't. Like,
Wow.
No, I'm an open book.
Nice. I think.
I really am.
Yeah.
I
I've
don't
always
seem
been.
like the secret of today.
I'm not a secret. No.
Yeah, I don't have any. I don't think I have
I'm
any.
bad at secrets too because I do something horrible and then I want to tell people immediately.
Yeah.
I can't keep it inside.
That's how I felt. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty always a bit because I believe in an open book being that if you keep things inside, it's not good. It's good to talk things through, and then sometimes too, when you talk things through, you're helping somebody else, and you don't even realize it. You know what I mean?
Because we're all more alike than different.
Yeah.
This is the most sophisticated episode we've had, and who knew that all it took was my mother.
Am I going to be invited back?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm going to do face painting.
Face painting, yeah. Well, that'll be on the Patreon.
I cannot wait.
We had to give the world.
Oh, you guys can tell me what to paint on Jim's face.
Oh yeah, put it in the comments. What do you want
Right,
painted?
and that could
It's like
be-
swastikas,
Yes.
Resounding
dicks.
Yes,
answer, bacon.
yes, and then Bobby's, and then they can do me.
Yeah.
And then we might even be able to fit in some Sharpie tattooing. And whatever
Face painting sounds
and we'll even take your
dirty.
challenge. Yeah.
Jim, you want me to paint your face?
You guys got to shave though.
I have to shave.
You
I look
both
like an
do.
Italian girl's
Jim,
fucking paint.
Jim, if I paint your face, will you paint my face?
Sure.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'll do such a good job.
Yeah.
I'm actually really good at painting and drawing.
I think that
and-
sounds like a fun plan.
Yeah.
We'll just have to do it in a place. Maybe we can be located outside, can we?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do a location in my backyard, our backyard. Yes, we're in Bobby's new house.
Yeah, this is Casa
Face
Stan.
painting. We could do
Casa
face
Bobby.
painting. We could do facials.
Rob's trying to give me innuendos.
Oh, I have a secret.
Oh, I don't like where that went. I don't
So
like that.
when I was in, because sometimes I wasn't really nice at times, so I used to get
Okay.
teased and picked on when I was in 5th and 6th grade because
So I killed this woman.
I was a really big girl. I was a big girl, and I used to
She
get
looked
teased
at you.
all the time.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
I was.
I was.
Whoa,
I
whoa.
was.
Oh, no. No,
I know.
because he never knew me being
I know.
big.
I know. I'm just kidding, Mom.
Okay, he didn't.
I know,
That was
so-
bullshit.
I was just kidding.
I said,
Yeah,
that worked.
Rob.
You saw pictures of
know.
me being big.
Yeah.
He has never seen me big.
All right. Okay.
I used to
I've
be.
dreamt it. I haven't seen it.
I used to be really big, and I used to get very teased. I used to also have huge boobs.
Get out of
Oh
town.
no, I used to be like Brittany. I was like Brit.
Brittany has big boobs.
Brittany has gigantic tits. You haven't held them?
I try not to look at them.
They're great.
Yeah.
I'll be like, next time I see her, I'll be like, hey, take them out.
Yeah, yeah.
Take them out.
That,
try
well,
not-
that's
I
why
try
your
not
dad
to-
dated me. Do you know that? That was his attraction to me
Yeah, no shit. Wow. No way.
because
Wait,
I
a guy was like, I need to see those.
my nickname
A
used
guy
to,
was attracted to
my
your
nickname
tits?
my nickname was Big Boo Betty,
Yeah.
and I hated it. And then like so for
It's
instance,
like a missed opportunity to call you Betty Boob.
So like for instance, like if I would wear a shirt like this and like when I was big, it would always look like I was showing off. So it was like horrible. I hated being big.
I couldn't wear
I hated
shirts like that in middle school. All the teachers would feel me up. It
Oh,
was horrible.
yeah. You know,
I had
it's-
a gym teacher grab my tits and fucking.
Yeah, so I don't even know. So how am I
What's
gonna-
up? I'm gym teacher.
Oh, so here.
Yeah,
oh.
this guy, my neighbor, I have my gym teacher from middle school is my neighbor 2 doors down.
Oh, really?
And like all I remember is him like dunking on me and then like playing with my titties.
Do you ever confront him about that?
I'm not ready to. I'll beat the fuck out
I
of
do
him.
have a story about that. I do. My gym teacher, 6th grade. I worked at a profession that I registered people that I had to get information, and I have to keep this confidential. But anyway, so I won't even tell
In
you.
case the insurance company's listening.
They
Well,
are.
it's HIPAA, and I respect
Break that
it.
down.
So
Share
anyway,
a cigarette.
so I had to take the information from this teacher. This guy knew he had been my gym teacher. He was almost ready to retire. after I got done doing my professional part, I said to him, I said, you worked at blah, 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 and you were a gym teacher. And he said, yeah. I said, well, I was one of your students. And he said, what was your name? And I told him. And he said, I don't remember you.
Big Boo Betty.
And he said, I don't remember you. I said, you wouldn't remember me because I wasn't athletic. I wasn't anything but a blob that you made fun of. And he would have me do this presidential physical fitness thing and get on the rings and try to climb up a rope, and I couldn't do it.
Pacer test.
And the kids would stand around and laugh at me, including him. And I told him, I said, that affected me all my life. Like it was like being bullied, not only by the kids, but by the teachers. And I said, and you know what? I never forgot how you even stood and laughed at me. And I said, I never wanted to participate in any sports because of that. And to this day, I cannot walk into a room full of people because of that. And I told him. And he said he was sorry, and I accepted his apology.
I had somebody like that in my life.
Yeah.
I had a baseball coach who used to call me meat.
Really? But that can be a good thing. That can be a term.
It's actually super not a good thing.
It's not a
super
good thing.
not a good thing.
It's not a good thing when you just want to be a young man.
What's up, meat?
So I beat the shit out of his son.
Really?
Good.
Oh,
good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you.
I beat his kid up pretty bad.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Was his kid like?
He was on my team.
Okay.
And he was like, I was like, yo, if your dad doesn't like cut it out,
Yeah.
You're gonna whoop.
I hope you know that if the snowball's rolling uphill towards you.
Yeah.
And so I just remember walking into practice, and like I wasn't even really like that fat at the time. I still had like titties.
Yeah.
And he was like,
thanks, Mom.
He was like, here we go.
Wait a minute.
He's like, here we go. He was like, what's going on, meat? And I was like, actually, hang on a minute. You're gonna have a new nickname for me. It's gonna be Felon.
Nice.
Yeah, people don't know what that does to you.
It hurts.
It's
it hurts.
terrible.
What's funny
It's
is
horrible. It sticks with you all your life.
I'm experiencing more quote unquote like bullying that I was receiving as a kid now as an adult in what I do.
Yeah.
Rather more now than I did
Really?
as a kid. People in comedy
just assholes.
just come up to me and say horrible shit about the way I look and
I think you're beautiful.
Well, thank you so much.
I think you're all right.
And are you happy with you?
I'm fine.
Well,
I get
then
laid.
that's all.
I'm like
Jim's like, I get pussy. I get bussy.
I get bussy.
All right, wait. Let's ask my mom this. Mom, do you know what bussy is?
What?
Do you know what bussy is? Mom, do you know what
With a B?
Yeah, bussy.
bussy?
No, I never heard of that.
You never heard of bussy?
No.
Boy pussy.
Oh, okay. Now I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's boy pussy. It's a man's asshole, but they treat it like a pussy.
Well, I kind of figured that's
Yeah.
what kind of happened.
Because that's how gay people have sex. They
Well, I
have
did-
they
I-
put each other's wieners in
I
butts.
do know that.
It's a bussy.
It's
Okay.
It's not as graphic as it seems.
But why do we concentrate on that? You know,
Because it's funny to say it to my mom.
Yeah, but I mean, like, okay, well, it's just what it is.
No, but it's true. Like in comedy, like people just like more adult people have come up to me and just insulted me to my face than they did when I was a kid. It's insane.
And how do you handle that?
I'm funnier than them, and that's how I handle it.
Okay.
There you go.
I get booked on shows, and they
God,
don't.
you know what? Aren't people?
It's
you
when
know,
people. I think a lot of times people try to make a joke out of it, and they realize that they're not.
No, they don't
It's not
need-
funny, or
no.
they're not close enough to you to say it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's just,
it
you know
sucks.
what? Well-
it sucks, but at a certain point, it's like, yeah, I mean, if I did want it to stop, I would change myself. Mm-hmm. But I don't really.
As long as you're happy.
Yeah, I'm happy.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
But it almost feels like they do it because they know that I'm happy. And they're trying to not.
People
have
are,
me
you know
be
what?
that way.
People don't like to see happy people.
Everybody
I know
wants to
I
see you
don't.
succeed until you
That's the
start
truth.
doing better than them.
Listen, I
Yep.
don't go on Reddit at 3 a.m. to see people planting flowers. Okay? I go on there to see Cartel cut somebody up. You know what I mean?
What? No, I don't.
I watch videos of like people that get involved with the cartel get like executed.
Oh, Mom. Mom, Betty Joe, you had one beer. You're already making a mess. Just wipe the microphone on your...
missed your couch.
It's on the microphone, too. Just wipe the microphone. Just
I'm
your
really
microphone's dripping.
embarrassed. Okay. Oh, God.
Just lick
okay.
the microphone.
Yeah, give everybody a No, don't put it in your tits, Mom. Okay. Well, I can't see from
Where
this
do you
angle.
think she keeps your
I'm
allowance?
so embarrassed.
You're doing a great job.
I can't believe I missed my mouth.
You missed your mouth. Hey, tell me, fucking Brit does that all the time.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
That's okay. It's a new
All right.
mic. It can get. If we had $1 every time we spilled a beer on these mics, we'd be rich.
Oh boy. Okay. Anyway, yeah, people are just jerks in this world.
It's just I didn't think. I thought maybe like grown-ups it would be different, but they're more bold now than they were then.
And you know what? A lot of that is too jealousy.
Right.
Do
That's what
not
Rob
forget
says.
that. Don't forget that, because that is true. People that are jealous are the first ones to try to take you down. And that's the truth.
Yeah. Well, if people are trying, if people are going out of their way to hurt you, it means you're doing something right.
Yeah, absolutely. That is so true. And isn't that sad?
Right. Because men don't get their flowers until they're dead.
Yeah, isn't that sad?
Do you want me to send you flowers?
Yeah, Mom. Yeah, I want no, because that'll. Yeah, I'm like no, don't. But like,
I'll send you a
But-
flower. If that
Yeah.
would make you. Do you want a flower? I'll buy it next time you come.
can't say that to me. I'm gay. We love flowers.
you're like, yes.
I'm like I eat flowers. I raise.
What's your favorite flower?
Honestly, calla lilies.
Ooh, okay.
That's
I have
the
one.
gayest thing
I
I've
planted
ever
one.
heard you say. And you talked about farting cum on somebody's face.
What? I don't need to hear that. Why did I even ask what? Okay.
Go ahead.
I asked what your my favorite flower is calla lilies. It's the
Pull that out
gayest
of
thing
my
you've
ass.
said.
Well, you don't get me flowers.
You don't give me flowers anymore. That's a song. You don't. Barbara Streisand sang a duo with somebody.
It's also an annoying Miley Cyrus song that's been played way
You
too much.
don't buy me
I can
flowers.
buy myself flowers.
And my buddy's
anymore.
whore girlfriend broke up with him, and then she started singing that song. It's like,
Yeah, Miley Cyrus was like, I
It's
can
like-
buy myself. And every girl who like didn't get a text back immediately was like, you know what? I don't need a man.
every girl that ate KFC is like, that song's about me.
Every girl,
KFC. What's that got to do with anything?
Big girls.
Stinky
Big
girls.
love that song.
What's that got to do with KFC?
that's just a
That's
joke,
who
Mom.
eats it.
What?
Big ladies.
Big ladies.
All ladies do.
All ladies.
All ladies do.
Yeah.
All ladies do.
All ladies eat KFC.
Yeah.
The big ones, the fat
the
ones,
large ones.
fat ladies.
That's not nice to even say.
We're just
that.
joshing, Mom. It's okay.
We're
Sometimes
just
you
goofing.
just goofing. Jim's like, I hate when people make fun of me, and he's like, my fucking this
Fat
fat
bitches.
bitch.
I'm hard to offend.
It's all
say
good.
that.
Well, you should spend the night tonight.
You
Yeah,
could
why don't
take an
you?
Uber.
Why? Britt's working.
He's like Britt's working. We like
Brits
Britt's working. We
Yeah,
can
why-
like.
why-
I mean, I'll beat Rob's ass in every video game he's got.
why don't you spend the night?
I don't know. Let's get. Yeah,
Rob's like, I don't want noogies.
I'm like, stop.
I don't want noogies.
I'm like, stop. I have stuff to do.
Like what?
Like go to the gym because I'm strong.
Tonight?
Yeah,
You're not going to gym
beer's
tonight.
a good pre-workout. I went to the
Bobby.
gym last night off tequila. Had tequila and went to Planet
Jim,
Fitness.
spend the night. Just
figure
cut
it out.
yourself a break. Why
We'll
don't
figure.
you?
All right, Mom. Let's
Yeah.
enjoy the podcast. Now's a good time to plug our Patreon. Patreon.com/2 in the Stink podcast. Give us money so Jim can afford Uber's home. It starts at $2 a month. It starts at $2 a month. You get bonus episodes every month. This was going to be a bonus episode, but we said, you know what? Fuck it. The world has to listen to my mom.
I need Botox.
Yo,
What do you
speaking
call
of
Patreon,
Botox,
Patreon,
Hang on. Wait.
Patreon,
We're still plugging the Patreon. Patreon.com.
Patreon
Hang on.
for Betty
Mom.
to get.
We have to
some
tell them where it
Botox.
is. If you we gotta let them know where it is. Patreon.com/2 in the Stink podcast. Let me finish plugging it, and then you can talk about your Botox. $2 a month gets you bonus episode. We got the higher tiers, $20 a month, $50 a month. Gets you some posters, some hoodies, some cool stuff. We want to give a thank you to our top tier Patreon supporters, Alaska Woods, and Andrew Herbert, and everybody who's been subscribing. We appreciate you. Get on there, Patreon.com. Also, give us some decent reviews on iTunes and Spotify. We'd love that. Drop us a 5-star rating. Thank you, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. YouTube.com/2 in the Stink podcast. And that's it. Those are the plugs. I plugged everything, Mom. Talk about now. What do you want to say?
Now, also let these guys know if you want me to come back.
Yeah.
I'd love to come back.
Mom's coming back, whether anybody likes it or
Oh,
not.
yeah.
And I'll look nicer.
No, you look
especially
great.
if I get
We'll
some
have to
bow
do. You
ties.
know
You're
what
a catch,
we'll do?
Mom.
You know what we'll do? We'll do an episode with you and my mom.
Oh yeah,
The moms.
the moms.
The moms.
Oh my
And
God,
we'll-
that
Two
would
in
be
our
so.
moms.
There you go. Oh my gosh,
Two in the moms.
that would be so much fun.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Oh, I would love that because you haven't really spent a lot of time with my mom.
No, just say hi, give her a
Yeah.
hug, tell her that she has a great son.
Lie to her.
Lie right to her face.
Lie right to her face.
I never told her I was going to get his initials tattooed,
Probably for the best.
but we're doing that.
Extremely jealous. I've been feeling really old lately. My little sister went to prom the other day, and it's just now I feel old, even though I'm not. I know I'm not. I
Yeah.
feel old.
Yeah. Well, when you know what so yesterday Jennifer turned 45, and yeah, I could feel old with that, right? My daughter just turned 45.
I know.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
She's beautiful, Jen. I would never guess.
so
I
is
had
your
no
sister.
idea. I had no idea how old Jen was.
You know,
That's
Jennifer.
shocking, actually.
Jennifer is both my girls. Jennifer and January are both beautiful on the outside and the inside.
your son is too.
Oh God, you're the apple. You are my sunshine.
don't sing.
My only sunshine.
I'm like,
That
sing,
song
but
makes
doesn't-
me cry.
You make me happy.
I'm like, Jim, sit
when
closer to me.
skies are gray.
I'm like,
do you love that song?
You never know, dear, how
It's a great
much
song.
I love you. Please don't take
case anybody's
my
wondering what the rest of the lyrics
sunshine
were.
away. And you know what he would do? Do you know Bobby was on America's Funniest Video?
I
when he
was. It's my only
little?
credit.
Yes. I would
I was
sing him
5
that
years old.
younger.
No,
I-
it wasn't that. It was God Bless America. Is what
Yeah,
got me on.
yeah, but you weren't 5 years old. You were like 3.
Okay.
And I had all these contracts sent to me from America's Funniest Video, right? And I just signed them. They wanted they were going to send us out to California.
Mm-hmm.
And like beach scenes, if there were people that talked in the background, I had to say I didn't know that person, that person, that person. It was like very, very involved.
Right.
And unfortunately, at the time that we did that, Bob Saget, something controversial happened with him.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
what
he
did- what
left the
happened?
show. I can't remember, but the show took a hiatus.
Well, stand up was pretty dirty. Maybe that was it.
And then they shelved all the videos that they were going to he was going to be on. And so then a couple years later, they sent me something, and I already signed for. He was going to be part of a montage for 4th of July, and he was singing "God Bless America" when he was 3 years old.
It's my only credit. You may
Yeah.
have seen this next comedian on America's Funniest Home Videos 24 years ago. Everybody give it up for Rob Stant.
Yeah, but anyway, so I would sing.
Thank you.
So I would
That's
sing
how most,
him.
Yeah.
So I would sing him that song every night, every day, a couple times a day.
Mm-hmm.
He was like my best friend, and he would say, "Please don't take my sunshine away, mommy." After I would sing that, and I would
Yeah.
say, "I won't." And then he would sing it back to me, and
I started getting
And I have a
pussy.
wedding picture that he gave me for Christmas of me and him dancing at his wedding, and underneath it says, "You are my sunshine."
Yeah, because I know how to make
That song makes me cry.
It's a beautiful song.
it
It
is.
reminds me of my grandma.
Oh,
She used to give me pedicures, and then
Aw.
she would sing that song.
oh.
I would just lay there masturbating.
You messed that beautiful story up.
Used to rub my feet. I would toss off.
With grandma.
She fucking died.
She's like super dead.
Oh God.
Breast
Are you-
cancer like a wimp.
Oh God. Ask.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Ask another question. I'm your guest. You guys are supposed to be asking me questions.
No, we're just having a good time. We're just
But
hanging out.
Where were you on 9/11?
That was gonna be my question. Wow, we're
very,
like friends.
Very cool.
You picked
thing.
me up during school.
Do you know? Can I tell you where I was?
I would
first?
like to hear that. Yes.
I was at my
Because I was in the
grandmother's
plane,
house. I was at my grandmother's house. I was eating a bagel. I didn't give a fuck.
and he was like, "This bagel is delicious."
I was like, I'm 4 years old. Towers, I build those to knock them down all the time.
Okay. So you want me to tell you that? Okay. So Bobby was.
Because Bobby was a little older,
He was
so
in
they kind
first
of
grade.
remember it.
I was in the first grade.
He was in first grade, and he went to a school that was surrounded by
Towers.
that
Like,
was surrounded
oh, shit.
by factories, oil refineries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was. So I took him to school, and at my job, I had to wear a uniform, so I needed a new pair of black pants. Went to a store, was buying black pants, and saw smash and grab at that store. There was a robbery while I was
Was
there.
it Foreman Mills?
Value City.
Oh, okay, pretty close.
So anyway,
place.
then I went home and so then I got my ironing board out and I was ironing my pants for work, and it was about 11 o'clock in the morning. I had a TV on turned it on in my kitchen, and that's when I started hearing about this. My brother lives in New Zealand, and I thought we were being attacked.
Yeah.
So I called my brother, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning New Zealand time, or even earlier, and I told him, thank God he answered the phone. I said, I love you. I think we're under attack, and I don't know what's going on. And I hung up on him. And I went to Bobby's school right away, picked him up from school, and took him to my mom's because I didn't want my mom to be by herself.
You remember what you said to me when you picked me up?
What'd I say?
You said, we're under attack by terrorists.
Of course I did.
I was in the first grade. You said, we're under attack by terrorists. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, they're flying planes into buildings. And I looked out the car. I was like, looking
See,
for planes.
I don't keep secrets, right?
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's terrifying.
so, and then
I remember you picking me up, but I don't remember the car ride back to Granny's or any time after that.
that was this house.
Yeah, it was this house, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then I
This
called.
is Granny's.
This is Granny's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
See,
Granny
I-
left.
I
well,
grew
this
up in
is
this house.
Because you guys were
New.
in Chai.
Yeah. You don't know the history of this? I was brought home from the hospital here.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So this has like you're not.
My
going anywhere.
parents had this house built.
family legacy.
This
Oh,
was
man.
like and the
I love
bath
this house.
and the bathtub is where the original bathtub I took a bath in when I was a baby.
The one that I drink out of.
Yes, yes. I told you,
Wait a minute.
yes, yes.
The one that I drink out.
Yes, and that you sometimes pee in my bathtub too, but we won't talk about that. But
Why
anyway,
did you pee in the bathtub?
how many times I've caught him.
Wait, you pee in the
Yes,
bathtub?
he just likes doing it
Why?
because he likes to splish splash.
I like to get it on my feet. I like to get it in between
Yeah.
my toes.
Yeah, so Bobby kind of grew up in this house too. Oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, this was, and it's more like a honoring of my mom and my dad. They built this, and this house it's a family house, and it's going to
Nice.
go down through Bobby and Brittany and their kids, and
Yep.
And my kids.
And
your
Jim's
their
kids
podcast.
and their podcast. This is
Yeah.
a podcast home now. We have Britt doesn't know this whole addition was built just to be a studio.
there you
so
go. It's a great studio.
Thanks. Tell it. Yeah.
But you got the whole house. You
I
see,
know.
they got the whole
We can
house.
record wherever we want, like in the kitchen, making pizza.
I love this house.
Yeah.
I think
Thank
it's
you.
cool. There's so
There-
many entrances and
Well,
exits.
well, you know what? It's you know
He was like,
what
if there's
it-
a fire, like
I can't
what?
stay inside this
But
place.
you
He's
know
like,
what? You know
he's
what
like,
you
I'm not a
want-
fire hazard if I stand in front
but
of
you
one.
know what? You always say that I really love, and I do it. I really, truly do have a very fondness for you.
Okay, Mom, like calm down.
I'm like,
Well, he knows
okay,
that.
I'd be having fondness for you
but
too.
I do love you. But you always comment on those red
I'm like-
Adirondack chairs.
Oh,
like
I love
you
it.
pay attention to stuff he don't.
I'm like,
I
because
love
I'm
it.
not gay, Mom. He's like, nice Adirondack. I've
makes
never
me
said
feel so
Adirondack
good.
chairs in my life.
You
right
makes
now,
me
a
feel so good.
magazine-worthy backyard.
But it makes me feel so good. Like
I've never said Adirondack chairs. You wanna know why, Mom? Because I get pussy.
No,
That's
because
why.
you don't know what they are.
Yeah, exactly.
You
yeah,
just call 'em
Jim's
chairs.
gay. Jim's like, I'd get fucked in that.
No. Yeah, you could.
Jim's like,
I. I'm like, you be surprised.
no. It's doable.
No,
Swings are great.
I have. Yeah.
ew, yucky.
My buddy and I actually hooked up his mom's sex swing for her.
I've seen them.
She asked
on
us
TV.
to do it, and I
Mom's
was
like,
like,
I've seen him on TV.
I was like, I'll do it. You don't have to ask my friend and traumatize him. It's your son. And she was like, he's good with that stuff.
Really?
Yeah. So
I
me
would
and my buddy
pretend it
hooked
was-
up his mom's sex swing.
But they look like hammocks.
Not
Above
really
your
in the
bed?
bedroom.
Above your bed, we're all adults.
Yeah.
All right, Mom. I think we're winding down to the end of this episode.
Go ahead and do your prayers.
Do your prayer. Mom wanted to do a prayer
Okay,
at the end of the episode.
and I want to be really serious.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't say
So-
come.
I won't do it.
So on last Tuesday, April 18th, a minister on TV, and his name is Charles Stanley, passed away. And he and his television podcasts, In Touch Ministries, did and continues to give me inspiration and help me through challenging times. And I'm glad he's in heaven with Jesus. And I just pray that his podcasts and his YouTube shows continue, because I'm sure he helped millions around the world. I know he did. And I want to say prayers for Ed Sr. I'm not going to say last names. And always my children, my grandchildren, their friends, and
Nice.
And I want to say thank you to Jesus for all my blessings that I've had, miracles answered, miracles that I don't even know happened because he created them without me even knowing I needed a miracle, prayers answered, and prayers not answered because after a couple months that would pass, I would be like, yeah, thank God you didn't answer that prayer. So, and I just want to say thank you to Jim that I love, his friends. I love Gray. Oh, stop with that shit. And thank you
Stop fucking around with that
to
gay
the
shit.
two of you. And I want to do face painting.
Yeah.
And I want to do Sharpie tattoos.
Is that part of the prayer?
And actually, maybe we could have a little music in the background the next time. Like, I don't know.
No, we can't because
No,
it's copyright.
Well, we can't.
Super can't, but the prayers
all
can
right,
stay.
Well, then I can sing Ziggy
Pray for our
Stardust.
Patreon.
I can
You pray for
sing.
patreon.com/2
There you go.
in the Stink
Okay.
podcast.
Thank you, both of yous. I hope that
Tell
this-
everybody to stink it forward.
Stink it forward.
And we love you.
And we love you. Thank you. YouTube, thank you. Netflix is next.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.